If it isn't love, why do I feel this way? Why does he stay on my mind? Yeah, so that's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing if it isn't love, why would that feel that way, right? Well, if it's love, it doesn't lead you astray. If it's love, you wouldn't feel anyway. If it's love, it's unconditional. If you're really in love, you will know. Okay? So let's talk about love. Let's talk about love. How does it feel? How does one really know they're in love? It is a fire that ignites in your soul. It is a feeling that has no control. It just radiates everywhere. It feels right. You don't question anything. You don't have to think twice. You don't have to normalize anything. Everything normalizes itself. Everything comes natural. It's like the water current I'm hearing. It just flows. It just flows. It just flows. Listen to the water rolling down the river. I was hearing that song like a couple of days ago, and it's just basically speaking about stopping and smelling the flowers, looking around like this is the hour for us to devour. It really is, because it's like as all of these crazy things are happening that we have no control over, that we have no understanding or overstanding even for, stay out of it. It is nice to have knowledge and it is nice to be aware of certain things, but it isn't nice to be a part of it. Like, you don't always want to be in that energy, that fright or flight, that fear energy, that you don't trust your environment type of energy. I know I'm feeling a lot of beings may be feeling claustrophobic right now. And I'm telling you that I'm going through it too. I'm feeling it with you. It is a spiritual warfare out here. A lot of us are going to sleep and where our dreams are just going to some different heights that we could never even believe. And we're trying to figure out exactly what is happening in front of us, right? But that's exactly it. Spirits are upping the steam. They have to, because as evil doesn't stop working, neither do our spirit guides, neither do God. Like, they are always working and people are always conversing, you know what I mean? But it is best to pay attention to what you want to receive, what you want to achieve, and not all of the disbelief, because there is a lot of garbage around. There's a lot of chatter. There's a lot of things happening in the world and around you, and even maybe to you. And one thing that you're realizing is that it is what you answer to. It's like, what am I answering to? What everybody's always saying, every action is a reaction, like I usually speak about, right? But God wants us to pay attention to what we're really reacting to, because you have to take accountability. You have to hold accountability for even wanting to react. You know, like, what was that action that took that reaction? How about we think about what we're reacting to, type of thing, right? Right now, a lot of people, Happy New Year. Happy 2023, right? Happy 2023. Everybody always want to speak about, ooh, new year, new me, right? And that is good. That is great. You know what I mean? And me, myself, I'm a little bit old fashioned. And by old fashioned, I mean that it's not that I don't believe in resolutions, it's just that I don't believe in making expectations that I have to complete. You know what I mean? Because if you don't complete it, then it's just one more thing to kind of hold you down in that energy. Oh, you didn't do. Oh, guess what? It is the same type of year, the same energy trying to seep through. You know what I mean? So instead, we're not human doings, we're human beings. We really are human beings, right? And a lot of us aren't being. And if you've made it here, then you're here. You know what I mean? Yes, you've made it to another year. Congratulations. What different things are we going to do? Like, how are we going to change? How are we going to, And then everybody always tries to get so far ahead of themselves. But really and truly, slow down, calm down, take some time. because I feel like there is something happening. Like, as things are happening in the world, things are happening in your world, your inner world, right? And as this integration is being implemented, it's a process. It comes in intervals, it comes in levels, you know what I mean? And new levels bring new devils, you know what I mean? So, having said that, as you're integrating, as you're ascending, right? Because everybody always talks about stay woke. So, stay woke, right? And like, what is that? What is staying woke? And it's just about being aware, being consciously aware of what is around you and what you are capable of. Even if you just start to believe in your own gift, it becomes like you're encompassing something so grand, your inner being. And it is the most beautifying thing that you could actually do, because really and truly you are tuning into you. You know what I mean? And it's like, I'm hearing like our body's like, our body's a temple, right? So our body's a chapel. You know what I mean? And our all of the revelations are within us that we have to, you know, inscribe, or that have been inscribed. I'm hearing. So it's like it's a doovie. It is. It really is, to find yourself in this selfish, cold world right now. It's like, it is a challenge being an earth angel. It is a challenge being an empath. It's a challenge being a rainbow child. It's a challenge being an indigo, whatever you resonate to, right? Whomever you are, you know who you are, and you're a star. You're healing all the time. That's who you are, right? You are what you are, and that is how you go as far. And thus far, you are, right? So just be a human and be. You are a beautiful spiritual being having a human experience, right? And a lot of us are unaware of that. A lot of us are unaware that that is what's really happening. So as I was saying about staying woke and awakening, having a spiritual awakening, like, oh, your kundalini is rising, you know what I mean? And it's like, what is that? It is a process. It happens, like, and as it happens, it's like there are so many, you could have a certain moment when you're having another integration, another tune up, right? To tune your frequency even more. Like, 'cause it's like they're showing me like iPhones, every upgrade. Everybody wants to get rid of whatever, because, not even more importantly, not that they want to, they have to get rid of whatever, because it's like now the system is tampered with, because everything needs to be upgraded or it's not working because it's on a different wave. That is the world right now too. It's like everybody's always looking at what everybody's doing and wants to be and do what they do too. But what about you? What about you? After everybody is done doing what they do, like, what about you? Like, you're there still. Like, hey, what about me? Right? And that is why it is so important for us to meditate, to strive to take the time, because I know myself, being a single parent of 6, it's like, can I live? You know what I mean? It is the most beautifying thing to be a parent. I'm quite grateful. Highly appreciate it. You know, I am. And I acknowledge that there are many beings out there that don't have that opportunity. You know what I mean? But they do have other beings, spiritual beings, that take formality of that. And what I mean is, like, a lot of beings in my life that I felt weren't there at the time. Like, if I didn't have a sister that was there at the time, or a mom, or a dad at the time, or an uncle, like, there was always somebody that spirit was sent to me in physical form that would serve that purpose. And then I would never feel like I'm without, like, just certain things, like perspective. Again, we always go back to, I always go back to, and then go forward. And you know what I mean? It's like, if you get me, you get me. If you don't, still can't reject me. But that's up to you at the end of the day, right? Like, who are we to be judgmental of others' take on us? I mean, that is their opinion. They don't know you. I mean, if you really think of it, do you even know all of you yet? You know what I mean? Like, it takes a while. It takes a lot of time, you know what I mean, to tap in that inner child. You know, you have to nurture, you have to embrace your shadow, you have to grow from it. And when I say embrace your shadow, it's like everybody has demons, you know what I mean? But it's like if you don't conquer it, then that demon conquers you, you see. So you have to do what it do and say, hey, see it for what it is, accept it. You can't change it. That happened. It passed. The past is the past for a reason. You know what I mean? They're showing me a bandage, like when you put a bandage on. It's covered, you cover the wound, but it is still healing. And when you take it off, it heals even just that much more. You know what I mean? So go with it. I'm hearing go with it and flow with it. I don't know, we're just skipping along here. It's like a dream. It's like, is it a dream or is it reality? I'm not quite sure. But I was speaking about dreams earlier and I wanted to get back to that as well. That a lot of us are having many like interesting dreams that we find very challenging to interpret, whatever. And don't knock or rack your brain. Whatever you can remember, just write it down. Whatever you can remember, because guaranteed there's going to be some type of synchronicity there that you can actually be profound. You know? So there's that. There was just so many things that I have to speak about, and it's like when I give too much thought to it, I kind of have a tendency of scaring myself out of it without even recognizing it. But having said that, it's not the physicality of it. It's a spiritual part of what am I going to say? What am I going to do? Or I forgot what I was going to say, or whatever the case is, you know what I mean? And really and truly, everything is mind over matter. So I wanted to speak about that too. I wanted to speak about mind over matter and all of the power that really withholds, you know? A lot of beings have this. Everybody has mind power. Everybody has that mind power, right? But it is what you choose to do with that mind power. If you're going to manipulate others with that mind power, if you're going to, you know, it's like just like a lot of people are being gifted gifts, you know, spiritual gifts. What are they doing with it? Are they utilizing it for a greater cause? Are they utilizing it for their own down flaws? You know what I mean? So, yeah, we're just going on and on. I'm like, oh girl, get it, girl. Okay, go get a girl, get a girl, get a boy. All right, if you, same way you see me on the platform and you feel like, oh, she's very motivational or whatever, or oh, I think she's talking shit, I could do better, or whatever the case is, whatever it is, do you, boo. Just do it. Like, whatever you're going to do, stand in your truth and do it with conviction, right? No affliction, just conviction, all right? Like I was talking on my show like a couple days ago, and I was talking about how from now on there's no I coulda, I shoulda, woulda. Nobody with that type of energy should be in my vicinity, see it, because I'm straight. I am in. This year's all about I am. Right? And empowering the great I am me. You know what I mean? And it's like, it's better that you find the I am in you than, you know, someone else. You know, so either way, just be kind to you. I keep hearing, and I'm going to like configure through what that actually is going to be. Hopefully you guys can drop me a seed for that part. But they keep saying, please be kind and please rewind. I don't know if maybe there's a caption in there, something in that movie. I've never watched it before. At least I don't think I did. I have a little shiver. Maybe I did. I don't know. Having said that, that reminds me of something else on boundaries in our head. Like for me, like when a lot of traumatic situations happen and thing, like I have this like reset button that just erases everything. And it just, like an illusionist, it just goes with everything else, you know what I mean? And it's like, I will actually know. So that is my point of telling you this, is that no, you're not confused. No, you're not getting dementia, I'm hearing. No Alzheimer's, no nothing, maybe not even fibromyalgia, even though I do that shit. But either way, no. It's like you're just thinking too hard. Just give yourself some credit. Do be kind and please rewind. Okay, do be kind and please rewind. Like, you have all the time in the world. to work on you. And what I mean by that is you better make that time in the world to work on you, because nobody else is going to do you better than you. They can do them, and they're good at that, and they're great at that, and oh my goodness, it's so amazing. I would love to do what they do, but that's them, boo. Do you. What are you designed to do? Do you. Just do it. Just do it. So it's just crazy. It's like so many things, like, to like speak a little bit about myself. Like, I see a lot of things like striving to like hold me back, and I'm just not with that slack. It's like only I can hold me back. Only I can hold me back. Okay? Only you can hold you back. Yes, that situation did this. Yes, whatever the case is, but we all have choices and perspective. It's all the way we see things. You know what I mean? We see the world the way we see the world, through our eyes, not their eyes, not his eyes, not her eyes, not her family's eyes, not her friend's eyes, not the cat down the road's eyes. Shout out to Ralph Smart. Infinite Waters. Diving deep. Oh my goodness. Speaking of which, like, that brings me to another message. He was highly motivational for me back in 4 kids ago. 4 kids ago. It was a while ago anyways. It was like around 2012 or wherever the case is, but it's like 2012, I know, or whatever. But either way, been watching him for quite some time. So you may find that you are taking on a beautiful energy, such as other beings that you looked up to, other people that maybe even mentored you, or whatever the case is, and that's a beautiful, great thing. No, you're not copying them. You found your inner you. Okay, so I just made a post. They want me to speak about like all. Okay, I'll say that after. Because what they wanted, I made a post of my faith. Anyways, if you want to see it, you could look under my musical journey. I'm not sure what I put it under, but it's under my channel anyways, and it shows everything that I'm doing, a few things that I'm doing with my musical career, being Prestige Nights, right? So either way, I made a post about being here but being there, basically, like, home is where the heart is. I mean, like, oftentimes we find that we're off and we're just like, where'd you go? And it's like crazy when it always happens to you, like, your whole life, but then when you start like surrounding yourself with other beings, like circling them, seeing your circle, and then they're doing the same thing too, it's like, huh? It's pretty cool. You're not crazy, right? There we go. Start talking about the crazy. I don't know, it's pretty good. It's jokes. So jokes, we be serious in this bitch. Okay. Alright then. Okay. What's my drink? Where's my Starbucks drink? Darn kids. Anyways, yeah, so I wanted to speak about things like that. Like, don't give away your power. Check out my friend Shakalaka. He has some really amazing music, and he's very empowering, and he is really doing his thing in the Divine Collective, and he is certainly putting out God's objective, right? So he has a song, Don't Give Away Your Power, and that's exactly it. Don't give away your power, because once you give it away, it is going to be like needles, like seeing somebody grab needles in a haystack, trying to get that back, right? You don't know how much power you have until all you have left is to use your power, right? And don't pay attention to all of the things that deflect from, your objective. You know what I mean? Just think and stay focused. And that is the issue. Not like they're saying bifocus, but that is the issue of being focused. Okay, so just strive to stay focused. Like, it is such a challenge to like even get the time to like sit down and like record this video. Like, you guys have no idea how grateful I am to be able to do that. Even if you hear the children like running around the back or whatever, like, what was that? What was that? I'm telling you, it's like things don't always go according to plan, but it does go according to Spirit's plan. So like, have faith is the next message. Continue to have faith. Like, walk by faith and not by sight. Oh yeah, going back to like, all roads lead back to home is what they didn't want me to say. They said, who told you that? Who said that we wanted you to say it now? Because I kept forgetting about exactly what it was, because it's a big post. I guess I'll just repost it or whatnot. But I was putting all of my songs, all 7 of my songs that are out. I believe 7 now, is it? 7 of my songs, right? And I was attaching them to pictures, and I basically did my own pattern that I'm not going to say because I want people to point it out themselves, right? But yeah, move silent like lasagna, like I said in my other message months ago. Either way, and basically, and I put some like nice texts there, and my brethren Travis, he makes a lot of animated pictures of my face and stuff like that. Like, it's pretty cool, but I found something beautiful to do with that. And it's like, I was feeling kind of like at a low, not really at a low, because it's like at a low, but you know, they say what goes up must come down. But the way I see it, you gotta go down to go up, right? You gotta go low to go high, to the sky. Even when it comes to tuning your chakras, it starts low, goes up. Right? I'm not, trying to, argue the theory. I'm just saying that's the way I see it, and that's, I see the world through my eyes. You know what I mean? Real eyes. I like to call them anyways. I kind of lost my train of thought for a little bit there. Oh yeah. Whatever. Needles in a haystack. Needles in a haystack, right? So needles in a fucking haystack, dude. Because it's like, nothing really felt like enough. Like, I didn't feel like I was posting enough. I didn't feel like I was hosting myself enough, like projecting. Like, I was still doing on here. I was still doing on, my other show as well. I was still doing whatever the case is still always got to do mom. You know what I mean? And then really, to think of it, I stopped and gave myself more credit, because the more that I'm reading, the more that I'm working on my book, the more that I'm working on my own hook. You know what I mean? Like, I'm prestiging. I'm still prestiging. Right? That's exactly what the name is. Prestige Ignites. Right? So, please be kind, rewind. Okay? Like, you can't necessarily like relive the situation, but you can't, like, on command, but on supply on demand, you may, you know what I mean? And then you can rectify that or do it a different way. You know what I mean? Like, everybody makes mistakes. You know what I mean? And it's just what you do with that lesson from that mistake. You know what I mean? Will show your real self-humility, your agility. Anywho, I would like to get into some cards, but I'm not right now. I feel like they just want me to speak on a whim, so that's exactly what I'm doing. They said loose is loose. And I used to say that, like, growing up as a teenager. Loose is loose. Like, you'd be like, somebody, can I get that cookie? No, I already didn't. Loose is loose. So basically, whatever. whatever with it. With this year, it's like, don't hold such high expectations. Don't expect that that relationship is going to go like that. Don't expect that you're going to get that relationship. Like, don't expect, just have faith, you know, because then you're taking all of that burden off of you and you're putting it where it's supposed to be, with God, right? I'm going to need help with this. Well, your Father's there to help you, right? It's there to help you. It's like, are you willing to take that help? Or are you going to keep being the help? And they're showing me the movie The Help. Well, maybe because it's Black History just now. Out. Out, baby. Go ask your sister. Go ask your sister, Poppy. Go. Go on, honey. Go. It's too late. These kids are just... Ugh. Anyways. I learned a lot of lessons with my own situations, my own experiences, you know, my own instances, or I say spirit instances, like instances of spirit instances. I learned from that. I go based off of that. I don't go based off of he say, she say, but I can learn from that too, right? When everybody like growing up was like, oh, you talking to that girl? Oh, she's such a boomy. Who remembers that word? Comment if you remember that word, boomy. But either way, oh, she's such a boomy. I'm like, well, I don't sleep with her. I don't know. I'm not interested in women. I've never been interested in women. I didn't think in high school that I would sleep with her. So like, explain to me why that would affect me again. Like, you know what I mean? That's her business. She's a beautiful person. That's what I'm looking at. I always see the beauty in beings, right? People always see the being in me. And I must be doing my job right then. I must be doing something right. God must be doing something right. I must be doing something right to be able to show that light and ignite, show everything right. Like, I don't know, I must be doing something right. So either way, pat on my back, I guess, right? God is now opening the front. Like, I'm seeing like maybe doors that were closed, keeping the tidal wave out, but I'm seeing it like being open and coming through. So something is ushering. God is ushering it through, ushering something through. A lot of emotions. I know a lot of people have been very depressed. A lot of people, like, you know, the inflations, these increases, this recessions. Am I the only person that feels like going batshit crazy every time I go to the fucking, like, could you imagine, like, the amount of things that I have to get, and then every single item is like $2 more? Like, that's a sale? What the heavens? I'm like, I'll take this foil paper and start a riot. Like, what the hell? What do you mean this freaking foil paper is $4 now? Ah! Right? I'm like, I don't even like going shopping anymore. I'll just straight Instacart that shit. Because I'm not involved with it. Because that's the next thing that brings me to my next topic that I was going to speak about: energy, like being around others, like conserving your own energy, conserving and reserving your energy, observing and absorbing, like listening, not being resistant. Okay, just listening, taking in what's happening in the world and the environment, being aware of certain things. You know what I mean? But not being a part of it. You know, I mean, like, a lot of people be like, me, it's kind of hypocrite to even be saying this a little bit. Well, not hypocrite, but I'm being honest. I don't like to watch fucking news. I don't want to watch the goddamn news. It's sad. It hurts my heart. Like, I can't. I'm getting more sensitive. Maybe you're getting more sensitive too. Like, oh, emotions on high, dude.
Can I have some of your coffee?
Let's try this again. Found my drink. Son just brought it for me. Sensation, yeah. Sensible touch. Just a touch of love, a little bit. Hakey sweat, right? Either way, yes, getting more sensitive and getting more sensible. Sensitive and sensible, right? You're getting more sensitive to the touch. I know I'm going through some crazy spiritual awakenings, and having said that, it is if you feel like you're going through something and you can't quite understand it, then go and get checked. Like it never hurts to have a second opinion, a third opinion, a fourth opinion, a fifth opinion, right? And having said that, whatever they say is what they say. I mean, yeah, they may be doctors, yeah, there may be nurses or wherever the case is, or teachers, or wherever the case is, but at the end of the day, they deal with everybody different. Everybody has different issues. We all have different bodies. We were all differently and uniquely made. So we all have different needs. All right? It's about doing what's right, not being what's right. You know what I mean? Because it's like I always say, everybody's always trying to be right. I was talking to my kids about this the other day. Y'all's always trying to be right. Be right. Well, I said, I'm not trying to hear no explanation because y'all's is always trying to be right. How's about doing what's right? I'm not finna sit here and listen to all this nonsense. Do what's right. Because all you would be talking about is not me, not me, not me. Not even only my children, people. Not me. Nobody wants to take accountability. From when I was a kid, I always had to take accountability. Always. If I even try to avoid a situation, it would come right in my face. And I'm like, what the heavens is this? Like, what? I did everything. Fine, I guess I'm just gonna have to go through it. This is weird, awkward, whatever situation, right? Doesn't matter. The weird situations, whatever, the crazy situations. Can't run away from it. Can't hide. You can't hide what's inside. So that too. Spirit guides, like the Most High in particular, wants us to indulge and embrace our gifts. So if you're embracing your gifts, like notice that there are going to be different things that you need to do to replenish that, to uphold it. You know what I mean? Like I always say when people are like, oh, I hope you're good. I hope you're feeling well. I hope, who, wish, huh? Unless you have a clear or concise intention behind that, your hope is not going to do nothing for me. I'd rather you say faith. I'd much rather you say faith, because it's like hope is dead without faith, and faith is dead without works. Boom. So it, hope. I hope. So that means that there may be a possibility of me not getting that done. No. It's just like the word try and strive. I don't say try. I say, and I always say on my show too, I go, strive, because we're not trying nothing yet, right? So, bet. Yeah, so people are so interesting, you know what I mean? And all you can really do is observe and absorb. Okay? If somebody's like that, why judge and be, if you don't, then don't be around them. Don't be around them. Don't do that to them. A lot of people, yeah, they should know, or they know exactly what they're doing. Do they, or do their spirit know? Hashtag just saying. Just saying. Just saying. Like, stop putting people on a pedestal. Because they can't even put you on one. Like, I'm hearing that saying, I trust you as far as I could throw you. I'm like, yeah, but what if you throw them right there because they're light? So it's like it's just one of the sayings. You know what I mean? So like, yeah. People, I tell you, people. Watch your friends, watch your friends, watch your peeps. Yeah, don't you guys notice like how many people are dropping out of your circle? I'm hearing cycle. Out of your cycle. How many people are dropping out of your cycle? Tired of that cycle? Get off your bicycle. Get off that hamster wheel. How do you feel? Let's be real. Right? Yeah, but either way, there's a lot of people falling out of your cycle and circle. There's a lot of people falling out of your circle. And that's because they never were part of your circle. They were squares. There were too many points. Too many things that could hit you. Like a thorn in the rose. Rose is beautiful. So beautiful. But it has thorns to protect its beauty. It's awareness. It's spiritual awareness I'm hearing. I don't know, I just go off on one. I just go off when people are just sitting here and always trying to be good and do good, and it should come naturally. It comes naturally. Go to your maker about it. And I don't mean the one that gave birth to you. I don't mean the one that gave birth to you. But go to your maker about it. I can't wait to post this because like, I'm really satisfied with this. Really satisfied with this. Just like I'm satisfied with this. Leave something to the imagination. Maybe a lot of you guys are changing your identity too, because I know in the beginning of I've been in this music game for quite some time, but I mean like it going somewhere else. I'm gonna say, because words are spells. You're casting spells every time you're speaking, so you want to be aware of what you're saying though. So either way, yeah. Well, I don't want to go there, spirit. Like they just totally gonna go rerun. Please be kind. Do rewind. Okay, so they want me to talk about that. My musical career. I've been singing from I was a little girl, and my mom would just like throw me on the stage thing like, had a karaoke machine, and you can't sing. Give me that mic. Give me that mic. Let me show you how to sing, or whatever the case is, right? And then I had my group Triple Feature with my girls Jennifer and Deanna. Hey girls, hey. Either way, after anyways, we went into a competition, and Tracy Bingham for ET Canada right now. She was also in Baywatch. She was the judge, and we made it third place. It was freaking amazing. We won money and all that. But like after that, like I just really had more of a thirst. I just wanted to sing, and I didn't realize that the thirst was God, was my spirit. It wasn't just that I could sing. It was that my voice is an instrument, so it needs to use this resonance. Did that make sense? I said, of course it makes sense. They said it. Cocky. I'm not going there. I'm not talking about cocky. Somebody's getting that good D though. Anyways. Like I said, we go off a whim. Like, I could do cards and all that, but to be honest with you, it is much more easier to me to speak fluently without them, because it's not something I have to interpret, but then again, it's something that is mind over matter, is you tapping into that power, right? That divine power, right? So it's like, I just love that it takes your mind wherever it wants to go. Actually, I'm feeling a little bit like I just made like draw 3. Which ones? You guys think about it. Okay, Divine Oracle. Okay, Divine Goddess. Alright, Divine Goddess Oracle one. Doreen Virtue. Anyways, yeah, that's what they want me to do for you guys. Okay, they're just throwing... Burn the sage. Burn the Palo Santos. What did I do with my brand new Palo Santos then? I just... Oh, well. Woo 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 mudda woo 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 saw. I just go off on a whim, man. like I was saying earlier, like I'm just so grateful to be here at all. I'm like, I can't even, can I be real with you guys? Like I can't even watch movies and listen to music lately because my heart just hurts so much about what these beautiful artistic souls, these beautiful talented beings underwent or have to go through or are going through or are about to. Like we can't judge everybody. Come on. Air, earth, wind, fire, water, spirit source, all my spirit guides, the most high. My Father, to clear away any energies that are not pure. Okay? Don't belong here. Move to the saw. Anyways. Yeah, I'm gonna go back to my spiritual journey, anyways, my musical journey. Because I do that. So then after that, I was singing in talent shows like every year, just whatever. And also I was at home, my grandma got me like this little boombox cassette thing, and back in the days, like you could use your boombox to record like recording, like a tape recorder type thing, right? So use it, put tape in it, and just, you know, I would sing Mariah Carey, would sing Brandy. Basically, I could match my voice to any artist. And I would just like do it like them, and then I would change the way they did it. It was just like, just push that much. But either way, writing my own songs when I was a little girl. Like when we entered the competition, we sang our song I Need Your Body, whatever the case is. I was over like 12 or younger. But either way, we really had a thirst for it, and it just kept going on. Like, and even through my lovely parental journey of having 6 beautiful beings and being mother and fathers to them, right? Because let me explain to you what I mean when you're like, what? Yeah, I hear the chitter chatter. I hear it. I hear the pitter patter. It's like fucking rain. Anyways, which I'm very good with that too. Anyways, yes, obviously my children have a father. Like they're not deceased, God forbid, right? But they're not prominent in their life. I am the mother and father every day. I don't have a person say, hey, you know what I mean? Can you fix this? In fact, everything always turns into something negative. So in order to save my heart and to feel like I'm doing my part, or to know like that I'm doing my part, or not like deter from that feeling, you know what I mean? Just cut it, cut it, cut, cut it. If it's not serving you, you need to cut it. It doesn't matter. You, first of all, now I'm speaking to my girls. I'm seeing somebody that might be expecting, or whatever the case is, or not, but or somebody thinking of trapping somebody or whatever. Bro, that baby's not gonna do anything. I know. All 6 of these kids, I'm a single parent. I ain't a trapper. In fact, I'm a fucking slapper. I was always that person that would tell somebody I would break their heart before they would break mine. Not to talk to me. Because I was just living young, wild, and free. What is that? Fun. Okay? We have one life to live. All right? Damn straight. Anything I did in my life, I'm proud of because it made me me. You know? And again, what goes up comes down, but you gotta go down and go up again. It's just it. It's how you can actually embrace and appreciate who you are and what you've been through. Like, like it's like pay attention to your destination, but don't forget where you came from. And that's the problem. A lot of people forget where they came from. Hence, a lot of beings who don't even know where they came from. But you know what? You can make all the time in the world, right? In your world, to fix that. These kids just won't fucking let down and go to sleep. But I'm like, bro, as long as you're not touching my door, you're touching my door, I'm good. Best believe. Best believe. Yeah, we're gonna get deep, so I feel like I should roll in. These kids are way down the hall. I don't know why their mouth is so damn big. It's just echoing. Anywho, Believe in your power is what I'm hearing. Yeah, so it's talking about, yeah, you can't be having babies. It doesn't save relationship. It doesn't hold a relationship because a person is going to be a person. And like I always speak about, if you entertain one's energy, you become part of their entity. Okay? And so forth and so on. And domino effect. All right? And it's like if you don't deal with that, you try to neglect that energy and not deal with it. You don't try to look at it and be like, hey, this happened to you. Not to people. You can even say it in your fucking diary or say it to God, right? Say it to your spirit guides, pray, do whatever. Just do it, right? Until you do that and look at it and say, boom, you're okay with it. You can't change it. You're aware of it. Now you don't want to hear nothing of it. You know, you won't have that burden. So long as you accept. Shit happens. Shit happens. It's happening now. And if you have no control over it, how are you getting a hold of it? You're not. It's okay, just let it go. Let it go. Let it go so you can grow. Sorry, a meditation I listen to every morning. So, excuse me. Yeah. No sips coffee. I'm gonna post this soon. 4636. A lot of synchronicities. A lot. Everything synchronicities. Actually, a lot of you are finding that you're seeing more, hearing more, feeling more. And you are. Like a lot of your pineal gland is opening, right? It's a beautifying thing. And basically it's giving you more spiritual awareness to the spiritual realm. Okay, you are tapping into a different frequency that others may be on, but they're on their own frequency. You know what I mean? You're tapping into your frequency, right? So just the back of all that, it's okay. It's okay to take time for self, okay, and nurture your health. It's okay, because if you don't take care of you, nobody else will. And also, when you fall, a lot fall. Like, you're a liability, basically. So take care of yourself, right? Like, there's a lot of people that are feasting. I'm hearing, like, usually we say harvesting, siphoning is usually we hear, but I'm hearing feasting on your energy, bro. Damn, that's deep. I could resonate to that. When you are a being that is of you take a platform like such as this or something, a platform in your life period, because it's like you're always in the spotlight and you're not striving to be in the spotlight. You just are. You're an earth angel. You're coming to serve your purpose, serve and protect, you know, do your due diligence and don't neglect, right? Doesn't sound like this kid's covering their mouth. These kids are just running amok. Anyways, so it's gonna pull on your energy, and spirits, spirit guides are upping the steam. Now I'm seeing it. They're like something like on the knob, like, you know, the gas stove. So I'm seeing it go from small to higher. They're upping the fire. They're upping the ante. That's what I was trying to say. Sorry, either way. Yeah, they're upping the ante. For real, they are. Because, like I said, evil doesn't stop. Like, you know, they work like times when you're sleeping, they're little Bo peeping. So I heard. So stalker energy. Anyways, let's get away from that. The fuck out of here. I don't want no none of that shit. None of that shit energy before I'm sleeping. Energy, no. I'm not with the shit, man. It's like even when people are trying to like resort to nonsense and negative crap to tell me, I like just whoop, shut it down, okay? Shut it down, okay? Because if they really know who you are, they wouldn't act like that. You're a star. They don't know who you are. And if they know who you are and they're acting like they don't, they're not a real one. They're not a real one. They're not. They're not a real one. They're not. Okay? Stop questioning yourself. You're not caught. Fish hook. But you're not caught. You're not in that net that I'm seeing. Oh, so good. Oh my god, these kids are just not fucking letting up. Let it be. Let it be. Whisper words of wisdom. Let it be. Ding, 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 ding. Anyways. Oh, it's so strange. Yeah. Either way, kept doing my music career. And it wasn't, and there were so many people who were stealing my music. I used to sing for underground artists. Like even the first round being that sang at Times Square. Um, Again, I've been through a lot of experiences, and the way my mind is made up, it just erase. Just erase. It's crazy. Like they're literally showing me like two pillars, and then they're like erase. Like it just okay, erase. So I can't quite remember his name, but he paid me 2 times, I believe, to like sing. Like I used to just sing in this gentleman's basement and record for artists, and they used to just pay me. Like they just needed ad libs or whatever the case is, right? So we'd do that, and it wasn't until why do you have to get this deep right now? Shivers. It wasn't until I took upon that name Prestige, and I started doing ad libs. I started doing backups for my own peoples. You know what I mean? Or people that I seen as my people, or whatever the cases, and that I recognized my own power, because it was coming like they were paying me, and I wasn't hearing back the song. I wasn't seeing the song, right? So it's the power you possess. I'm hearing it's the power you possess. So I could see like from when I was younger, and just from the practicing. What am I practicing for? What am I practicing for the Lord? So practice, 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 practice makes perfect. You know what I mean? And then before I took upon the name Prestige, it was Empress Senorita. And there's a lot of empresses. You know what I mean? Like, and not all of them are real empresses. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to, I always strive to do something like a little bit different, or it's just, I was just like, it wasn't taking set. They said that level faded away. Yeah, because that's exactly what it was. It was a level in my life. It was a phase is the word I'm looking for. It was a phase in my life at that time, because at that time that I took upon the name Empress Senorita, I was working on an album, and at that time I was fixated on doing a twin flame album for what I deemed a twin flame, and it really was a twin flame. But let me speak to you guys about this twin flame. Uh, just because it's a divine union, it doesn't mean that you're supposed to be together. Nothing ever lasts forever. You know what I mean? And twin flame union it teaches you about you. Okay, a lot of our divine masculines or divine feminines, like, they teach you about you. Like, they trigger things in you that make you change you for you and become a more unique and divine you, that when your real counterpart comes in now, when you've worked on yourself, okay, because let me explain to you, even though I'm hearing, I need love. Yeah? Is that so? I do too. Everybody needs love, you know what I mean? But it's like, and then it comes to you and do you want it? And it's not even, do you want it? Do you know how to accept it? Are you accepting? Are you, I'm hearing somebody saying, am I deserving? Yes, you are. You are deserving. But if you're having those feelings, then you need to go back to the drawing board, baby, and work on you, right? Because hurt people hurt people. You don't want to hurt another. You know what I mean? No, not another lover. Right? So I learned my lesson pretty, it took me a while, clearly, 6 children later. But it's like even going through the process of nonsense, like I always recognized it for what it is. It's just a matter of, oh shit, this is me. Oh fuck. What did I get myself into? How am I gonna get out of it? And then the whole time shit's just happening. I'm like, oh, all this infliction. How am I gonna get out of it? Right? But you can. You can get out of it. If you don't get out of it, they're not gonna have respect for you. Get out of it. Get out of it. Get out of it. Get out of it. Just do it. Do it for you. Okay, we got one life to live, and you don't know if you're gonna live tomorrow. You don't know if you're gonna live today. So do what you need to and love to. Anyways, as long as you're doing it with love. Who's anybody to say? Who gives a fuck about what anybody has to say anyway? Do you give a fuck about what I have to say? You may not agree with everything that I say. Am I going to agree with everything that you say? Yeah, work for her this way. Is it going to work for me? You're not going to know unless you try. You will know by the way you feel if it's for you, like if it resonates to you, if it, you know what I mean? Like I can't do much about my downloads. You know, I can't do much about being a conduit of spirit. Like I can't. Oh, excuse me, sorry. I can't do much about that. However, I can do what I can do, right? I could sit there in silence like many other beings, or I could take this beautiful bejeweled gem and utilize it for something beautiful and give it to others too. It's like everybody's always like, why me? I want. Yeah, I was talking about love. I want, me. I want, me. My. Now. Anybody know which movie that's from? One of my favorites. Hook. Where's the hook? What was you? What did you get that? What did you get that? What they do to get that? Why do you care about? What did they do to get that? Why does her hair look like that? Why does her ass look like that? Why does his pants look like that? Why does his body look like that? Why? It's not your problem, though. It's not your problem. Stop making everything such a problem. Because then you're going to find that the problem is you. Because why do you have such a problem with things? Don't pay attention to other people. They're not paying attention to you. Just saying. If they are, they're not paying attention to you for the right reasons. Right? So it's like, I don't know. Life is so short, but long at the same time. You know what I mean? And the more that I spend time on this universe, it's exactly what I do. Spend time and earn. I don't know. I just feel like I feel so different these days. It's like I go to sleep to watching On the Block, On My Block. And the thing about it is my daughters are always watching it, and we'll just like randomly be watching it, like I'm cooking or something, and they have the TV on and they're watching, and then I'll just watch it, like whatever. Even if they're watching a Disney movie, I'll watch it, like whatever. Still a kid. I heard Trick loved the kids. It was Trick. Oh yeah, Trick loved the kids. That song, right? But I was don't want to be hearing that with all the anyways, erase. There's just a lot of people that are hurting in the world. You know what I mean? So it's almost like sinful. It's like pay attention to nothing but you. I mean, like, let me explain to you what I mean. You don't have to go holding all the doors for everybody, calling and seeing if they're okay or whatever the case is, but lend a hand when another needs it. Don't withhold. You know what I mean? And if you feel like withholding, ask your inner spirit why. Discern it. Because it wouldn't feel wrong if it was right. But then again, a lot of right things feel wrong. A lot of wrong things feel right. So, discernment. I don't know. Hey, I'm just figuring it out like you too. I'm just figuring it out like you too. Just dropping some gems, boo.